Maybe it was the first page of a blank journal, the first day of a class, or the beginning of a path you've never walked before. That moment is powerful. It's full of potential. But if we're honest, it can also be terrifying, because that blank page, that new path, it's also full of questions. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I look foolish? I want you to think about a simple, powerful idea today. It's just 2 words: start and believe. Let's break that down. First, start. We get so caught up in planning for the perfect beginning. We wait for the right mood, the right time, the right sign from the universe. We tell ourselves, I'll start my business when I have the perfect plan. Or, I'll start writing that book when I feel truly inspired. Or even, I'll start going to the gym on Monday. But here's the secret the most successful people know. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need to start. Action is the antidote to fear. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a dark, cold room. You're standing outside, afraid of what's in there. You can't think the light on. You can't wish the light on. You have to take one small, brave step into the room and flip the switch. Starting is you flipping the switch. It doesn't have to be a big, dramatic gesture. Want to be a runner? Don't worry about running a marathon. Just put on your shoes and walk to the end of the street. That's a start. Want to learn guitar? Don't stare at the complex chords. Just pick it up and play one note. Feel the instrument in your hands. That's a start. Every single master was once a beginner who was brave enough to start. Imperfectly, messily. But they started, letting that sink in. Now the second part. Believe. This is the fuel that keeps you going after you're concerned. This is where most people stop. They think the obstacle is a sign that they were wrong. Reassuring, but it's not. It's just a part of the process. Confident. Believing is about telling yourself a different story. Not sad, I failed, but optimistic. I learned what doesn't work. Not frustrated. This is too hard, but determined. I'm getting stronger by doing this hard thing. Let me give you a real example. Imagine 2 people learning to code. The first person writes a few lines and the program crashes. They think, see, I'm just not a tech person. I knew it. And they quit. The second person writes a few lines and the program crashes. They think, okay, what's the bug? Let me figure this out. Every expert debugged 1,000 programs to get where they are. They believe, deep down, that they can solve this puzzle. So they keep going. They Google the error. They ask for help. They try again. Who do you think eventually learns to code? It's the person who believes it's possible for them. Your belief is like a seed. At first, it's small and fragile. But every time you take a small action, every time you get back up after a setback, you water that seed. You give it sunlight. And it grows. It grows into a confidence that is unshakable. So, how do you tie this together? Start before you feel ready. Take that tiny, imperfect step today, not tomorrow, today. And as you do it, believe you are on the right path. Believe that the obstacles are not stop signs, they are guideposts. Believe that you have what it takes to learn, to grow, and to adapt. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step and believe that the